let you watch this while I'm finishing up.
So how people typically buy a watch is they will have a certain amount of budget they can work with, and they're not going to have that much flexibility beyond that. And they want to maximize value as much as they can for that amount of money that they have. So with this kind of as context, what I wanted to do and what I've been doing with different price ranges is looking at definitive watches for several categories for a specific price amount. And today we're going to be looking at $1,000. So how this is going to work, if you've never seen these videos before, what we do is we try to pick 1 to 2 watches per category of a variety of categories that we're going to look at. I'll also have some honorable mentions where I don't go into as much detail, but I still just mention that watch. And of course, you can't go over everything here, so don't get mad. There's plenty of great options, but I really want to focus on things that I think are some no-brainer choices and places of value in the ranges that we're looking at in here for $1,000. And in terms of the categories that we're going to be looking at here today, and this is going to be dictated slightly by the price that we have for $1,000. First is going to be our everyday watches, then we have Flieger watches, field watches, dress watches, dive, GMTs, and quartz. As you might have recognized here,
hang out, I'm just getting ready
on this list here today. Reason being, I don't think there's a definitive chronograph for $1,000. I think there's some great stuff as you start to get a little above $1,000, and then also, of course, some affordable things that are available with Seagull, and then also some quartz-powered chronographs under $1,000. But it just didn't feel right that there was really that much optionality right at $1,000 for chronographs. So I'm going to omit that from a category here today in this video. Now, before we jump in, definitely check out the new pre-owned section on PennyBallbuster.com. New product coming in every single week. We have some great options if you're looking for things just north of $1,000. We're getting in new things right in that price range, $1,000 to $2,000, and you have some great buys there from brands like Zin. Also looking at brands like Nomos. So definitely check it out. We have new things coming in all the time. Make sure to just keep checking that and see what comes available in stock. Now, first up, we have everyday watches, and how I would describe a perfect everyday watch is at least 100 meters of water resistance, can work in both dressy and casual environments, pretty much be that daily wearer that you don't necessarily need anything else in addition to it. So for around $1,000, I think there's 2 places that I would look. I mean, there's plenty of other watches as well, but these are 2 standouts. We're talking about $1,000 and under. First will be the SPB 167 from Seagull. This is a member of the Sharp Edge collection. You can also look at some other variations within this collection with different dial colors. These to me are really beautiful looking watches. The dial is unique, it's different. 100 meters of water resistance, 6R35 movement on the inside. Pretty wearable case that's going to have some elegance to it with 39.3. You're going to wear slightly larger than that, close to a 40 millimeter case. But still, all things considered, I think you have maximized versatility here with this watch. You can choose your dial color. I honestly like some of the other dial colors more than even this blue dial one. But that dial is just so entrancing with that triangular press type of array of design that I think is just so cool and unique for this price segment. Some people might not like it, but I think this is a very strong standout from Seiko in the price range. From another watch from the everyday category that I think has to be mentioned here, and I actually did a video pairing the 167 versus this watch, and I think that might give an indication of why I think it makes sense to look in this direction, because I think they are 2 of the definitive just everyday watches in this price segment, and as with Tissot and the Genuine Powermatic 80. Now, a lot of buzz was coming around the PRX, but if you're starting to just get into, okay, what is an everyday watch? Is the PRX really going to be maximized for dressy scenarios? I don't think so, nearly to the same degree as the Gentleman. The Gentleman, although maybe sacrificing on elements of the case.
All right. So, if you're new here and you've watched this long, thanks for the hang. Oh boy, I just like to have a little time I like to get my live streams going and have something of interest playing. I just feel like, it takes a while for people to start showing up. So if you're watching this after the fact, yeah, I know that's kind of random, but it is what it is. So thanks for stopping by. If you could hit the like button, I'd appreciate it. I just want to open up my live stream so that I can monitor chat here. So give me just a second to do that. And we'll get started. I want to talk a little bit about watches though, because I am a watch guy, but I'm also a guy on a budget. I have competing interests, as it were, because collecting watches and collecting coins, it's difficult to do both really well. But I thought as long as I'm here and we're talking about it, I should have shaken that off a little bit. I thought I'd show you some of my watches and just let you see that this is also a cool hobby. It's a neat investment. Bob, welcome. So what I want to show you here, this is a Seagull 1963 with the ST 1901 movement in the back. This is a fully mechanical watch. It's not even automatic. It's not quartz, but this is a chronograph. And this is one of my favorite watches. Mostly, people don't like this because it's made in China. However, there is historical relevance to this because this was a Chinese pilot's watch. And it was originally made by, and I think continues to be made by, I think it's the Tianjin Time Company or something like that. So this isn't a watch made by Chinese slave labor as we think of like Nike shoes or AirPods or things like that. So this is a fine watch. This is a really good watch. And what's great about this is a chronograph that you can get for under $200, and it's gorgeous. I mean, it's really good. You have to take your jeweler's loop and really examine this. And I love the open back to show the movement. The movement is gorgeous. So I love this watch. And yeah, I'm just a watch guy, so I thought I would just show these. I'm also a fan of vintage watches. So let me show you this Waltham Inca block with 17 jewels. This is also fully mechanical, which means no battery, no balance in it. Now it's got a stainless steel back. This is gold plated with a cheap leather band. I bought this very used, but what I like about it is the red logo on the face on that champagne dial just stands out beautifully. The red arrow on the second hand and the Art Deco designs of the 12, the 6, and the 9, and the date block in there. So this is a nice watch. I need to get a new crystal for it because it's pretty dinged up. But I mean, this is just like a 75 or 80-year-old watch. And Waltham, there was a time when Americans could have and probably should have put the Swiss out of business with their timekeeping because Swiss timepieces are great, but the Americans blew them out of the water. And it was because of World War II and the watches made for World War II. And that's kind of one of my target watches is to get it. I like vintage watches. I'd love a World War II trench watch. I think that would be awesome. And then you have this, the Casio G-Shock, the do everything indestructible watch. This is a Father's Day present from my 12-year-old son, who also has a Casio, but not a G-Shock. He has a calculator watch, and I should have grabbed it, but it's in his room and he's sleeping. But this is a fantastic timepiece. Does it all. Does it all. Has a light, has different modes. Like, check this. If you want to read your display better and it's like 6:30 in the afternoon, you can just move the hands right on out of the way. And it's going to wind around and get the hands out of the way of all your displays. How dope is that? And then it'll put it right back. So that is a pretty cool watch. So I wanted to talk about watches a little bit because, maybe some stackers are thinking, what else can I invest in? Well, boy, oh yeah, South Bend pocket watch. Pocket watches are great. If you get a train conductor's watch, the standards that those were held up to, those things are amazing. And I would love to get pocket watches to try watchmaking. But I don't know if I need another hobby. But from an investment standpoint, there are watches that hold and retain their value very, very well and can be a legacy piece to leave for your children. Rolex, for example. I remember in the 90s when you could get a Rolex for under $1,000. And we thought that was absolutely nuts. Like, who pays $1,000 for a watch? Wish I had then. You know, a 1992 presidential, for example, which is like the watch that Tony Soprano wore in The Sopranos. It's like a $55,000 watch now. So, anyhow, enough watch talk. Enough of the jibba jabba. We got coins. We got mail. We got our pawn shop pickups. Our LCS pickups. I finally got the 2010 for the album. And I'm really excited to crack these out. I did not pay $60 for that, by the way. That was on the box when I picked it up from the LCS. I paid $47 for the 2010, so I'm really happy about that. Let me first get into the pawn shop finds, because the pawn shop finds are very interesting. And let me get out the price tag so I can show you what I have here. What I have here is a matching set of the 2004D extra high leaf and extra low leaf error coins. So in a mint state 65, not silver, obviously clad, and I'm going to try to adjust the lighting so I don't get too massive of a reflection. But here we have the high leaf, and just a second here. So what you're looking for on the high leaf is right here is the leaf that actually belongs, and then there's another small leaf, like just a line that shoots up right next to it. And I don't think my camera's picking it up particularly well. And I didn't turn all my lights on either, so that's probably not very helpful. So, but trust me, it's there. The label says so. So I got a matching set, high leaf and low leaf. And Fish calls these the circle of life coin. The cow eats the corn, and in so doing, the cow can make the cheese. The cow poops and leaves fertilizer for the corn. And thus we have the circle of life as presented by Fish, formerly known as Bionic Fishy Fish. So I was really, really happy to pick those up. And I paid for those $100 a piece, $99.99. In an MS65, those price out, well, here. My red book's out of reach. But I looked at eBay comps. Sold comps sell for anywhere from $115 to $125 in an MS65. I looked up the populations today in on PCGS. There's less than 1,200 or less than 1,300 of the high leaf and less than 800 of the low leaf in a MS65. I didn't check the pop reports on NGC, but let's just say it's double. Let's say there's 2,500 and 1,600 respectively of each one. So I'm super happy to have these because they're just cool. They're just cool. I like error coins, and not many are affordable. So I was happy to find those for $100 each and got them for a little bit less than their market value. Now let's see what else I got here. I'm still not prepared to mention who I got these coins from, but I mean, if you pay close enough attention, you'll see. Just take off the rubber bands here. All right. West Virginia. I have a friend who has base jumped that bridge. That is a 2005 Proof 69 Deep Cameo in silver. I also have this gorgeous, that loon is absolutely fantastic. Also, an approved 69 deep cameo. I also have California. Sorry, that was really bad. California, which looks absolutely fantastic, but I've always wondered why the grizzly bear. I mean, it's on the flag, right? But historically, I think it's because Alaska, they put the grizzly on, you know. So, but instead they put on like that prospector dude. On John Muir. John Muir. There's a middle school in town here named after John Muir. All right, two more, because I got the full set. I got Oregon, which when me and Evan were coin roll hunting, this was one of the more difficult ones to come across. And it's cool. All right. And last but not least, we have Kansas with the mighty bison / buffalo. I love these coins. I love the slabs. I love the flags. I think that just adds a little bit of awesomeness to something that is already awesome. So I am down to needing 2 more years. I need 06 and 07, and this album of slabs will be complete. So let me, and pardon my cord here, I wasn't smart enough to charge my phone before I started my live stream, so that is absolutely my bad. Sorry about that, y'all. So I'm going to pull the pages here rather than bring up the whole album. So here is Wisconsin. I'm kind of kicking around, honestly, putting the error coins kind of right under. So I have all Wisconsin, but I'll be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of the NGC slabs, that soap bar slab. Not a big fan of it. I think I'm just gonna put these with my regular slabs. I don't know. What should I do? Should I put these like this and then, I mean, is that awkward looking? It almost looks like they don't belong, and yet they stand out because they don't belong. They're error coins. Maybe that's the play here. Let me just see what the order of release was for 2005. Let me go to my quarter page here. $quarter. 2004. The order of release was, let's see. I'm getting there. Patience, y'all, patience. I'm sorry, I'm in 2005. 2005, first release was California. Second release, Minnesota. Third release, Oregon. Or is it Oregon? No, it's Oregon. Then Kansas. And then West Virginia. So yeah, I think I'm putting the error coins in there. I want all my Wisconsins together. I think it tells a cool story. So let's just get those stuffed in. And it's gonna kind of throw off because I kind of have my album planned a certain kind of way. But I'm just gonna have Wisconsin, Wisconsin, Wisconsin all together. And in order. This is the difficulty of these little collector pages, but it is how I chose to do it, and so I must live with the consequences of that. So, California will be next. So if you have any questions, if there's anything, the NGC slabs with the space around the coin is much better. I agree. And I'll tell you what, I don't hate Annex, to be honest with you. I have some grades, I have some coins I'm considering grading, and I'm giving very strong consideration to Annex. Let's see, California, Minnesota. Minnesota. Oregon. Boy, gold and silver bounced back really good this week, didn't they? If you're watching those markets. I am still not participating because premiums have not come down to my liking, and I'm really enjoying this numismatic journey that I'm on. I feel like I have never been more goal-oriented as I've never been more deliberate as a stacker than I have been as a numismatist. It sounds special to say. What do you do? What are your hobbies? I'm a numismatist. You're a what? I suppose with a proper tone of voice, that could sound like an insult. Shut up, you numismatist. People would be like, what? What did he call me? You heard me, you numismatist. That'd be kind of funny. It's like drug sniffing dog. Shut up, you drug sniffing dog. All right, so there is a completed page. Very happy about that. And I will bring the album up. We'll look at it all together. It's just easy to do the pages by themselves first. Whoops. I'm just doing everything off camera. Here, let me at least leave West Virginia up here for your joy and pleasure. And so yeah, I only need 10 more. I am 10 shy of finishing the slabbed 50 state quarter, actually 50 states and 6 territories. 56 total coins plus the 2 error coins. That makes 58 coins. So that's exciting. So now this is going to mess me up because I kind of have my slabs laid out in such a way that I had it planned perfectly. And now those 2 error coins are going to mess it up. And then, I want to collect the other error coins. There's the spitting horse on the 99 Delaware. I would love to have that one. There's the leaky bucket coin. I'd like to have that one. I'm so upset. I broke my crown off tonight. I broke the crown off on my tooth tonight. And I'm emceeing an MMA fight tomorrow. Maybe you don't know this about me. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't care. But I do ring announcing a few times a year. And thankfully the damage is far enough back that it shouldn't affect how I look. Like it or not, people judge you on how you look, right? So here is what we have so far. And I really wish I could make this zoom out. So let me just do a little, whoops, sorry about that. Here is 99. And then we have 2000 carrying over to the next page right here. 01, 02, 02, and then I believe Illinois should be 03. Yes. 03, 03, 03, and 04. There's that beautiful Florida. And then 04, 05. And 05 goes here. Then I'll have 06. Then I have 07, 1, 2, 3. See, I had 08 here. And then 09 it filled out it filled out perfectly. Well, that's not exactly true because I didn't yeah, a couple did pour over. So I do have to rearrange the album, but I will get over it. So I just need 06 and then 07, and it's all going to work out great. And this is going to be a really fun album. Now, under the inspiration of fish, I am getting channel stickers. I do want your channel stickers if you have them, because I want to put, this binder is an old work binder that you can see this is clearly not Muncie Power Products, but I would love to cover this album and many others in stickers. So I have Stormy's stickers on the front so far, and why I didn't put them right over, I think I want my own sticker on here. So I'm going to be designing a sticker. So if you want to send me a sticker, we'll figure it out. I don't have a P.O. box. I'll put my check back later, or if you're watching this after the live stream, I'll have my email address in the description. You can shoot me an email, and I would love, love, love to have the stickers from other people. I don't know why I'm stuttering right now. Okay. Now we're gonna get down to business. We got some work to do. Gotta crack that bad boy and put those up in here. I got Bionic Fishy Fish stickers on there. This album will not get stickers. So let's see. I think I do need a 2010, if I'm not mistaken. I do need a 2010 silver proof for the dime book. So let's see where that's going to go and how that's going to finish up my page here. 2010 will go right here, and that will finish my bottom 3 rows. And then I'll just need a 2008P to finish off this page. So this thing's coming along. I got to start working on the front page. That's the bottom line, is I need front page fillers. As you can see there's a lot of holes, but there's a lot of money it's going to take. And these are going to come out of mint sets. I'll be getting a 61 and hopefully a 60 every week. I'm going to just work backwards, and I will be taking these out of mint sets for my 61 Denny, 60 Denny, 59. Pretty soon I'm going to get back here. I think 56 will be about as far back as I can probably afford to go. So yeah, let's get to cracking. Let's get to cracking proofs. Cracking proofs. I have stickers but no content. Death from below. Dude, I want your sticker. So email me, get a pen, and if you even want to send it. If you don't want to send it, just leave a comment you don't want to send it. But if you want a shout out and a sticker placement, this would be of course that's the exchange, right? That your sticker goes on my album, I shout out your channel for what it's worth, like 15 people will see that, maybe you gain a couple of subscribers out of it. All right, enough of the jibber jabber. Enough of the jibber jabber. As a wise man called B.A. Baracus once said, here are your 2010 America the Beautiful quarters. Hot Springs, Arkansas, top left. In the center, we have Yellowstone, Wyoming with the bison. Top right, Yosemite, California, which Chris in SoCal has been doing some YouTube shorts there, at least a couple. Bottom right, Mount Hood, Oregon. Bottom left, Grand Canyon in Arizona. Beautiful coins. Beautiful, beautiful. And then we have the presidential quarters. the 13th, 14th, 15th, and 16th presidents of the United States, starting with Millard Fillmore, Franklin Pierce, James Buchanan, and Abraham Lincoln. And then we have the dime for the book, the $50, that beautiful 2010 Lincoln cent, that hideous, retarded-looking Thomas Jefferson. And then we have the Native American series on the back, or the reverse of the Sacagawea. I don't know how to say that, but it looks cool. I really like the Native American dollars. I like them a lot. I like the presidential dollars. Do they have upside potential? Maybe. Who knows? But yeah, let's get to cracking. Let's get to cracking. We'll do our best to preserve everything the best that we can. I've gotten better at doing this, actually. I just need it to release 2 corners. That's all I need, is just 2 corners to release. Modern ones are way, way easier than old school ones. I got those ones from the 70s. I think I'm gonna need a jackhammer to get those things out, because I am gonna start a clad album. I figure, what the heck, you know? I'll have just collect everything, you know? Have nice proofs of everything, and I don't think you can go wrong. I don't think it's ever anything that'll lose money. And you know, some of those clad proof sets you can get for $4 or $5, and there's errors in some of those, like the 80. I think there's like the 82 no S dime. So okay, got it. I just need a foot in the door there. Get out the dead presidents, and we will crack out really what the star of the show is. A lot of people don't care about anything but these quarters, and for good reason. They're very cool. In a lot of ways, the Statehood series of quarters reignited and reinvigorated the coin collecting hobby, and the U.S. Mint has done a lot of smart things, like putting the W quarters in the 2019s and the 2020s, you know. Very smart. I mean, they did kind of a lot of them. They did 2 million of each one, so that's 20 million coins floating out there. But, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, now coin roll hunting, you're not just looking for just silver. And there's a lot of interesting error coins in this series. So, you know, the 2020 Samoa, there's a strike through error on that is very cool. And by the way, Blue Ridge Silverhound, if you don't follow that channel, that's a good channel to follow to learn more about those kind of things. So, my quarter kind of slid out here. So in the interest of just not scratching up a surface, I'm going to set those aside. And first things first, we are going to recover our Rosie and get Rosie in the album. By the way, Rosie is the name of my neighbor lab. Fun fact. And she has been teaching little Sasha manners for the last 3 weeks. All right, that came out nice and easy. I like that. That makes my life easy. So, all right. I hate that I can't zoom on live streams. I'm sure if I hooked up my computer and used StreamYard, I would have way more options. But I think this, whoops, sorry for the shakiness here. All right. I have been waiting for the 2010 for probably a month. I've been buying around it. I try to buy these mint sets from local coin shops. I have 3 fairly close by that treat me really well. And so this week I got a text. Hey, a 2010 just came through the door, $47. And that was very much in line with what eBay comps are. And I don't have to pay shipping, and I get to look at them before I buy them. So that's a big plus. So there we go. 2010 is in the books. Now all I need for this page to be complete is 2008. And oh man, if only I could really do justice to what awesome condition. I've taken I've put a lot of dimes in here, the P's and D's from coin roll hunting. Some of these are starting to tone. There's some yellow starting to show through. So yeah, anyhow, very happy to have this book. And I'm very excited about how full it's getting. And I may do another one. I mean, why not? They're fun. It's a nice book. This is a nice album. And man, just show you again some of the really cool stuff that I have here. This 1996 W, not a common quarter, or not, because it's not a quarter. That is not a common dime. I have a 2015, the 2015 P reverse proof. Again, not a common dime. That might be a $50 or $60 dime right there. Of course, it was never circulated. So we'll put that one aside for now. Take a little swig of water here. Next we'll do quarters. Since I already have a quarter that popped out on me here. Let's see here. All right. I'm gonna need 5 flips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I like to kind of pre-bend these. And I try not to touch the lens too much because I don't want to put a fingerprint on them. I really want to be able to see these well. I look at this book all the time, you guys. I look at my albums all the time. Albums are fun. And I think about, like I have a fair amount of Eagles. I'm not a fan of the Eagles because of the premium. That's no secret. And I think about all the time, like I should just get a Eagle Dansko book, because they are a beautiful coin. My son collects pandas, and I'm like, those would be great in an album. I collect modern commemorative silver dollars that are like the 90% silver. And I think about taking those out of the airtights and putting them in the dollar size flips and putting those in an album. I just really, have I said it enough? I enjoy albums. All right, let me just mush these down. I do kind of like these smaller staples, but sometimes this little stapler struggles to get through the flip. So I have sacrificed a few flips doing this. All right, so that one that fell is out. Let's see if I can, oh, there. That was easy. No, 2 of them came out easy. The rest are gonna be a giant pain. Good, good. And come on, baby. Come on, baby. There we go. Good, and good. All right, we'll set that aside. And Yosemite will be next. And as usual, I will be marking all of these up as well. See, there's where it goes wrong right there. There is where it goes wrong. So leave a comment if there's any topic you'd like to cover. I'm monitoring comments here in the chat. And if you're coming to this late and there's a comment you'd like me to cover on my next live stream or a topic, I would be glad to do that as well. I know it's really exciting watching me drive staples. Just drive them staples. I got a care package from Bionic Fishy Fish, the fish man himself. That was my latest upload. In fact, I believe that uploaded today. So check that out. Subscribe if you haven't. I like those to sit nice and centered. Sometimes you gotta give them like a little tap. That's close. Then you kind of hold it up to the light and you can see where light's not coming through. That's just gonna have to be good enough. All right. Next is Yellowstone. First of all, let's get Mount Hood up out the way here. We get these suckers centered. It's gonna feel really good to have this 2010 in place because it's bugged me. It's right on the rings. I messed that one up. Yeah, sometimes that little stapler just struggles, but I like having a small staple. There we go. All right. So if you're just joining, I am unboxing, or I am breaking out a 2010 silver proof set for the album. I just put the dime in my Roosevelt dime Dansko book. And I added slabs. So if you want to back up the live stream, I think you might be able to do that. You can catch up. You can watch it at 2x and then come and catch up, because this is going to take me a while. It always does. And I kind of take my time on a live stream anyways. I'm in no hurry here, you know. I'm just hanging with y'all. So, and loving every minute of it. See, one and 3. Oh, this time it's gonna be 2 and 3. Maybe I just ought to suck it up and use a big boy stapler. Use the swing line. I think I'm gonna have to do that. Otherwise, I'm gonna be pulling staples all night, and this is gonna, instead of being a hour and a half live stream, it's gonna be a 4-hour live stream, and that's just silly. Let's not do that, because you ain't gonna stay that long, and I don't want to be here that long. So what do you think of the drops or the pricing in silver and gold this week, kind of having a big rally, big recovery? Is anyone else feeling like it's a bit of a sucker's rally? Because I am. There's an old saying that Stackers University actually said in his video today, and I've heard this before, you know. Bears fall out of windows, bulls climb stairs. And a parabolic upward move, while exciting, is not a sign of stability. Not at all. So, I'm remaining on the sidelines. In fact, when silver goes back up into that $30 price range, I am selling out. I'm selling all of it. I'll be selling all of it, and I will be buying some numismatics, probably in the form of commemorative half dollars, and I'll be buying gold. That's what I will be doing. All right, next up, we are going to do the presidential dollars. I like to use the full $1 size flips because they have edge lettering, and I like to see the edge lettering, and you kind of can with these. I think edge lettering is cool. That's one of the things I like about Mexican coinage, whether gold or silver. I like the edge lettering. So I like to use these so I can, they float inside these big, obviously these are significantly bigger. I could probably do the same thing with a half dollar flip, but all right. So here's our presidentials. We will pop those out, try to keep them in order. Now, one thing you want to look for on presidential dollars is check for missing edge lettering. Missing edge lettering could add significant value to your presidential dollars. Significant value. All right. Millard Fillmore. And because I write the mintages on the bottom of the flip, I don't staple on the bottom so that I can write that at the bottom there. Kind of a weird little nitpicky thing, I guess, but it is what it is. So, let's see. I'm just mushing. Sorry, I don't mean to be acting off camera here. Let me tell you about some YouTube channels that I watch that I think would benefit anybody, but particularly stackers and coin collectors, and particularly stackers. One you might really like is Stackers U. Stackers U. That dude, I don't know his first name. He's fairly new on the scene, I think this year, but really smart, very good investment information, sharp dude. I would stick, I subscribe to that guy. I subscribe to a lot of channels, but there aren't a whole lot that I ring the bell notification for. So that one I do, because that guy, similar to me, does not like all of the narratives surrounding silver and precious metals investing that tend to be harmful. I am out of staples. Ain't that something? Now the question is, where are the replacement staples? Give me a second. So yeah, that is definitely a channel I recommend, is Stackers U. Check him out. Another one that I really like is called Bald Guy Money. Bald Guy Money is great. He talks about investing as a whole, but he is a stacker, so he does talk about precious metals. And what I'm hoping you'll see in here is a pattern of what I follow is people who have a great deal of balance and operate in reality. That is not true of a lot of stacking channels. Although I would not say Bald Guy Money is a stacking channel per se. He does talk about stacking, but I wouldn't say he's a stacking channel. And I just missed it. Why is it whenever I try to do live streams, my stapler goes bananas? I have like a double feed. If you're a gun guy, you know what that means. Or gal. I don't want to make any assumptions. But Bald Guy Money, very, very good channel. Talks a lot about markets and the interrelated nature of markets. And I think his channel is really important. Hey, Perp! What is up, dude? Been watching your videos lately, catching up on some of your back content that I've missed. So welcome to the stream. I'm just talking about channels that I watch that I think others should watch. And by the way, Stacking Perpetrator's a good one. Go sub him. And so I've talked about Stackers U, Bald Guy Money. Another one who could be called Bald Guy Money is Heresy Financial. Heresy Financial is another very good YouTube channel that talks about finance, talks a lot about the Federal Reserve. Again, the interrelated nature of markets. He talks about the housing market, stocks, the bonds, the bond market, and gives very good balanced analysis. And I think the more you know about markets, how they're connected, how they're interrelated, the better off you're going to be as a stacker. You know, I think that there's this attitude in stacking that's like, you know, just keep stacking, I'm never selling, and da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, you know, I'm not sure that's the best strategy. I mean, it's a strategy, and I don't think anyone will be disappointed if they're down, you know, if you got 1,000 ounces of silver, and I have 1,000 ounces of silver, and this is a conversation I had with Fish today, and you paid $25 an ounce for your silver, and I paid $29 an ounce for silver. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of, like, you know, I don't think anyone's really going to care about that. So yeah, Heresy Financial, excellent channel to check out. Highly recommend it. If you haven't hit the like button and you're here, please hit the like button. I appreciate that. Here's Abraham Lincoln. Well, let me get him buttoned up here. Let's button Lincoln in here into his new flippy flip. Okay, so another channel that I watch is called The Maverick of Wall Street. The Maverick of Wall Street posts about an hour every single day. 7 videos, bro. 7 videos? Dude, that's hardcore. That's commitment. You are going to blow up if you keep up at that pace, dude. And good on you. You know? So yeah, the Maverick of Wall Street, if you want to learn technical analysis, how to read charts, he's great. He's very, very good. I'm such a fan of his. He's what I listen to on my way to work every single day, because he posts at like midnight, about a 1-hour video, and he's very, you know, he has segments. It's easy to watch, easy to listen to. It's funny, excellent sense of humor on him. I've learned a lot about technical analysis, and that's something I preach about. Like, stackers need to learn technical analysis, because there was a lot of people when silver was topping last year that didn't see a top. They just say, hey, the price has been going up for X amount of days in a row. That must mean it's going to go to $100 an ounce. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. You know, if you did some technical analysis, or let's say you don't know how to do it, but you watch people who do technical analysis, you would be way, way ahead. There's a trader I watch. He actually trades live, and his channel is fantastic. what's good about it is that you see his trades in real time. He talks about the psychology of the trade that he's making, and he shows his losses, which is super important. There are channels out there that do technical analysis that I think should be ignored entirely. And I will tell you that there are two words that when you hear it come from a trader who's doing technical analysis, you should ignore it, disregard it, flee from it, almost like someone who's pumping gold backs. Like if a stacking channel is pumping gold backs or promoting them, you should not watch them. My opinion, not popular. Elliott waves. If you watch YouTube and you see someone doing technical analysis and they are talking about Elliott waves, it's a scam. It's clickbait. It is worthless. But what it does is it satisfies both sides of the trade. The guy who and I'm not saying anyone specific here, but I know there are YouTube channels out there that do technical analysis using this Elliott wave system. And what I'm saying here is it's not trustworthy because one, you don't see anything actionable. You don't see where the move is. And like I said, whether the stock goes up or the stock goes down, it's conveniently right. Like it's almost like the position of the person doing Elliott waves analysis, it's almost like the argument proves too much. And it's almost like the vaccine thing, right? That, well, the vaccinated person who says, well, I know I caught the disease, but boy, if I hadn't been vaccinated, things would have been a lot worse. Well, how do you know? You can't prove that. It's very similar in that aspect. So beware of those who do analysis on that basis because it is wildly untrustworthy, heavily clickbaity. Oops, I'm putting this in incorrectly because I like to show the obverse of my Native American coins, my Native American dollars. So, Stacking Perpetrator, you said, I find time to sit and do 5 to 7 videos back to back. That way, I have videos to release. Content is easy. A lot of channels got into pumping when the premiums went up. Ain't that a fact, dude? And that's kind of when I was really going off on narratives, bad narratives. And I'm kind of done with trying to change people's minds about stacking and their philosophies because people are so rigid in their positions. I'm just going to show you what I'm doing. I'm going to show you the coins that I like. I mean, Perp, you and I are a lot alike in that we like to crack out these these wonderful mint sets, which I think are a lot of fun. They're really cool. They're beautiful. And put them into albums and enjoy them, Like, I'm sorry, I'm just not pulling this out to look at coins, I'm not going to go grab a box, open the box, and pull out the little... It's just not that's not the way I collect. I collect because I want to look at this stuff, I can't tell you how many times I've looked at my coins searching for errors. Like, let me see here. Like I learn about new errors watching like Blue Ridge Silverhound. Like, I think I have that coin. Let me go take a look at that one. And that's the beauty of albums. They're just really easy to navigate. And finally, Abraham Lincoln. So yeah, I'm pretty jaded towards large YouTube channels. I think there's some good ones. I think that Silver Seeker is really good. I think Sal is good. Everybody loves Sal. But I think that a lot of them are just like, well, this isn't financial advice, but here's what you should be stacking. Oh, okay, buddy. If that's not financial advice, I guess I'm just a big dummy. I'm not afraid to say when I'm giving financial advice. This is financial advice. If you go back a couple years in my videos, I talked a lot about debt and getting out of debt. I don't think you should be stacking precious metals if you have credit card debt. I think unless you're the type that manages and pays off month to month, then that's not really debt. You're just using someone else's money for a little while. I do my videos as a record of my progress, and I hope that others like to follow along. I do not promote one item over another, and I never have a sponsor. And I will never have a sponsor. I'll have sponsors if I believe in the product. I don't begrudge anybody having sponsors, but my thing is that I'm not going to promote something I disagree with. Like, there's a huge stacking channel who is making content for goldbacks. Like, there's a goldbacks YouTube channel. You can tell it's the same voice, same guy. Like, okay, well, here's someone who is clearly not trustworthy, clearly does not have my best interests in mind, so I can disregard anything this individual has to say. Now, look, I've been stacking a long time, so I feel like I can kind of eat the meat and spit out the bones. But it just bugs me. It bugs me to no end. So, all right. So here is the big album. The big album. And I got a couple of blank pages in here in preparation for things to come. Woofda, excuse me. So I have 1960, 61, and 62 proofs. And then I have my 62 PDs, my 63 P&Ds, my 63 and 64 proofs, and then my 64 P&Ds. So let's go find 2010. Now, in 99, because that was the first year of the statehood quarters, I have a hole in my album, which I keep one of these tattered old flips. And the reason I do that is so I can kind of loosen up my flip so it don't get all frayed and nasty. So we're getting there. We're getting there. I went too far. Yeah, here's 2010 right here. All right. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I'm getting ahead of myself. I have to mark up my flips. Jeepers. Someone should have reminded me of that. Someone should have reminded me what I'm doing here. Need my red book, for crying out loud, people. Boy, that almost messed me up. Okay, let's go to the penny. Set that aside. I kind of have everything kind of marked here. Now I have an opportunity to get a coin, and it's a coin I really want, but I feel like I'd be overpaying for it a little bit. It is it's a 1915 Pan Pacific Expo commemorative $50, and it's $300. The problem is it's in nice shape, but the tone, it's completely black. I mean, it is completely black. So I've been thinking about this coin for a week, about 2 weeks. Let's see, how many 2010 S's? 1,689,216. So I've been kicking around this coin for the better part of a 2 weeks, and the thing is that in mint condition, in a mint state 63, I think it's like a $12,000 coin. In fact, give me a second, I'll tell you exactly what it's worth, because I happen to have a red book right here in front of me. Here we go. It just turned to commemoratives. Oh wait, these are moderns. These are modern commems. All right, classic commemoratives. It's this very coin right here. Okay? So MS65 is a $1,300 coin. MS6500 AU50 375. It might be an AU50, but it's black. I'm telling you, it is a black coin. And the problem is, when am I ever going to see another one? You know what I mean? It's one of those things where I'm probably not going to pay $1,300 for that coin to get it in mint state, but I do want it. It's a very cool and it's a very historic coin. It was designed by Barber and Morgan. You know, it was to celebrate the opening of the Panama Canal. Oh, we're talking about the 1915 fish. Welcome. We're talking about the 1915 Panama Pacific Commemorative $half. Let me get there. Let me just show it to you. You're probably familiar with it. Shoot. Commemoratives. That's moderns. Okay. Let me show you this coin fish. It's $300. It's $300, but it's black. It's probably an AU condition or at least XF. Probably XF. $300 I think is a fine price for it based purely on its condition. It's this coin right here. But I don't I like it. I don't know though. I saw your black tone coins, dude, the Franklins, and I think those are dope as anything, man. I think those are just dope as anything. Those are cool. So, I don't know. What I should do is take a picture of it next time I'm at the coin shop and post it and in the communities thing and see what people think of it. Let me go back to my nickels here. I got this ugly 2010 Jefferson nickel. Just give me a thumbs up if this is the ugliest stinking nickel in the history. I mean, it might be the ugliest coin in the history of coinage. I hate it so much. I can't state enough how much I hate it. 2010 S proof. And let's see what we have here. We have 1,689,216. The exact same number as the penny, of course. Now the dime is in the Dansko. The dime is in the Dansko. I sound like Ron Burgundy. The Human Torch was denied a bank loan. All right, so in order, Hot Springs is first. So where's Hot Springs? Hot Springs right here. This is a 2010, whoops. I hate when I do this. I always do this. At least one coin looks jacked up. 2010 S, silver, proof, 0.900. Actual silver weight is 0.1787 troy ounces. And let's see how many silvers we had. 859,417. The new quarter doesn't bother me at all, actually, Fish. I don't hate it. I see why people do, but I don't hate it. I like the dreadlocks. Could you imagine if, like, the founding fathers were Rastafarians? Let's see. That was uncalled for. I repent. Next is Yellowstone National Park with the beautiful bison. I'm not doing a good job showing the coins, really. I'm really not. So these apparently have like a laser etched finish. I think I read that somewhere, that these were like laser etched, which I think is what makes that reverse proof so easy to achieve. Like, you don't really see reverse proofs or not, like the deep cameo, right? Like if you find a deep cameo like a Benji, Deep Cameo. That's a valuable coin because they were really not common. Okay, Perp, you got to tell us what you bought. Because I know you were looking at some CCs today on your channel, right? You had some Carson Cities. So let's see. 2010 S A G P F 0.900. Actual silver weight 0.1787. And it should be the same as the last one, 859 417. All right. We'll be filling the album in a second here. You'll see the stuff in a 7-video series of your most recent pickup. I can't wait. I'm going to have to hit that notification bell. Yeah, let's see what's next here. Glacier. Wait a minute. That's not Glacier. Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon, Arizona. 2010 S A G P F 0.900. Actual silver weight 0.1787. And of course, 59 417. Tough to top the detail in the America the Beautiful. I might start collecting the 5-ounce America the Beautiful. Tough to beat. Tough to beat. Next is, wait a minute. Yosemite was, I gotta make a gap for Yosemite. Doggone it. 2010 silver proof. 0.900 is the fineness. Actual silver weight 0.1787. Oh, the players? Those were for smushing staples. Those were staple smushing. Although I did crack open these, you know, these were once in that, and those were in here. Although I always keep these. I got a box full of boxes. It's kind of stupid. All right. And we have a mintage of 859 417. So these are not like super rare, but they're not super common, you know? Do these have a lot of upside potential? I don't know. I really don't care. I just like them. They're silver, right? 2010 S. Silver proof. How sick are you getting of me repeating myself here? I'm trying to monitor chat. Oh, a key date coin. Nice. 1921 Denny. 0.1787. I say Denny now because of you, Fish. That's all you. That's your influence. Good, bad, or indifferent. Let's see. This is 859 417. We are curators of history, y'all. We are curators of history. That's all we're doing here with our little coin collecting hobby. We are curating history. All right. 2010 S. Silver proof. 0.900. $50 is 0.3575. And what do we got here? 2010 S. 585 401. 401. That means about 1 in 100 Americans can have one of these. Look at that. Hard to hate on Kennedy, who may be the greatest U.S. president ever. You know why? He wanted to bust the Fed. That's why they killed him. That is why he died. All right, on to my Native American dollar, the Great Law of Peace, 2010 S proof. And in the Great Law, we had 1,689,216. All right, on to our dead presidents. I look at my collection as I'm the guardian of my coins for future generations to enjoy. Amen. No, I don't know if it had, well, maybe it had something to do with Marilyn Monroe. But, you know, he wanted to kill the deep state before anyone really knew there was a deep state. Now we just accept it. Now we just flat out accept it. All right, 2010 presidents, dead presidents. Let's see, number one is Fillmore. This is a 2010 S proof, and there were probably a ton of these made, I'm guessing, and nobody wants them. 2,224,613, and there is Millard Fillmore. Butte, handsome devil, ain't he? And I put it in these big dollar flips so I can still see the edge lettering, which I think is cool. I think that's the best part of the presidential dollars. All right. Next in 2010, we have Pierce, Franklin Pierce, 2010 S proof. And let's see here, 2,224,613, just like his brother Fillmore. Just ignore me. 224,613. Edge lettering and all, baby. Check it. Check it out. I don't know how to feel about these coins. There's some of the presidential dollars I really think are cool, but let's see here. Next, James Buchanan. And James Buchanan had the same number. I wonder if he's related to Pat Buchanan. You have the Reagan. I have. This will complete my set, actually. All I'm going to need after this is George W. Bush. For some reason, and I've never heard why, there is no Jimmy Carter dollar. There is no Jimmy Carter. By the way, you should be looking for the 2015 P reverse proofs. Those are worth very serious money. 2015 P reverse proofs. I'll show you as soon as I'm done with Lincoln here. Who, by the way, is the most overrated president in history? Unpopular opinion. And it's true. All right, so that 2015, the 2015 P reverse proofs, they only made 16,812 of them for Truman, 16,744 for Eisenhower, 49,051 for Kennedy, and Lyndon Baines Johnson, they only made 23,905. This book is off. It says Kennedy is like an $80 coin, in a proof 65, it's probably double. It's probably double that. So you should be on the lookout. Go to coin shows. Sometimes these are in albums that are kind of like, I don't want to say throwaway coins, but let's face it. How many people do you know collecting the presidential dollars? I only know of one. And it's me. And I had to put these in here and then another binder because my other binder is just too stinking full. It's too full. And so I'm debating because I want to keep everything together. I want everything in one handy album. See, I'm trying not to get like fuzzy corners on my flips, but seems inevitable. Even pre-stretching. Who is the most overrated? The most overrated president is Lincoln. Lincoln, not great. The Civil War was a crime, in my opinion. Lincoln said that, and I don't know the exact quote, so forgive me. He didn't care if the slaves were freed or not. He just didn't. It's quoted in his writings. Yeah, there were a lot of edge lettering errors on this. Who do I think is the worst president ever? Well, probably his vice president, Andrew Johnson. But I think, from a policy perspective, I would have to say actually Woodrow Wilson is the worst president ever. I'm just waiting for my George W. Bush, or my George H.W. Bush right there. But look, here is Reagan. Here's Gerald Ford. Where's Jimmy Carter? Where in the world is Jimmy Carter? No love for Jimmy. Can't say as I blame anybody. There's my presidential dollar binder, which I think would be useful for teaching children how to memorize the presidents. All right, time for the big binder. Big binder time. There we go. Front and center. I need stickers, y'all. I need more stickers. I got albums to fill. Front, inside, and out now, apparently. All right, so let's find 2010. He is still alive. Is it only dead presidents? Is it only dead presidents that go on coins? Because then shouldn't Biden have a coin? If it's only dead presidents. I'm not convinced Biden's still alive, y'all. I'm just saying. I mean, I am all for the critical analysis of the past two names. Oh, that makes sense, dude. I didn't think of that. See, I have some pretty smart people who watch this channel. I love these. The Lincoln Bicentennial pennies, and I like the Westward Journey nickels. I love them, actually. All right. Oh, I got to get past all the statehood quarters. And now there we are, 2010. All right. So, top of the page. Trying to organize here so everyone can take great joy and pleasure as I fill this long empty slot. So my next target coins will be the 2018 reverse proof set. Then I still need 2019 and 2020, which I am totally happy to hold out for. because those are really expensive right now. And proof sets over time do tend to come down in price. There's no way I'm paying $105 for the American Woman set. I don't care if they are 4.9s fine silver. Actually, 2020, I believe, is also 4.9s fine. So I can wait. I'll wait 5 years if I have to. I would rather spend that money on old proof sets. Benjis, yo. Get them Benjamins. It's all about the Benjamins. Just ask rappers from the 90s. All right. So 2010 page complete. Let me just do a flyover. We'll do the flyover. So that's cool. Happy about that. All right, quarter time. There's where the 2018 reverse proofs are going to go. But now I finally get to do my 2010 America the Beautiful quarters. You gotta admit, I mean, the U.S. Mint is like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In that they had a good run and then they fell apart. Like the statehood quarters, home run. America the Beautiful, home run. It's like the statehood quarters were like phase one of the MCU, right? You have Iron Man, Captain America, the First Avenger, Thor, and the Incredible Hulk. And then you have it all rounded out with like the Avengers, Iron Man 2. And then, like the statehood or the America the Beautiful quarters are like the Infinity Saga, where you really start to get into like, learning who Thanos is. You're starting to figure out, with these Guardians of the Galaxy, that sounded like a no-name thing, but it was actually really awesome. And you started to see some really cool things happening, and then 2022 hits, and it's like, it's after Avengers Endgame, and everything just falls apart. The movies start to get rushed, and they're CGI crap with terrible acting and a heavy dose of the message. Regendering heroes, all that stuff. So I'm, the only reason I'm interested in the 2022s is just for the collection. Look, it's an important time in our history, and it's, I think coinage speaks to that. So I'll get them. I'm just not paying $105 for them. Once they get down under like 80, I'll think about it. But, like these 2010s, somebody paid $60 for these. I don't know how long ago. And I paid $47 for them. So, yeah. So I'm pretty excited to have these. I love this set. I love it. I keep all of my certificates of authenticity. Here's like leftover dimes that didn't make it into the book. So it's kind of weird. Like I have all these coins and then like there's a missing dime. I almost would rather have the dime than that ugly nickel. In fact, I may go through and make the switches there and put, let's see, 2015. Yeah. Let me put that. It'll take away from some of the uniformity, but I would much rather look at that. I would much rather look at this dime. this beautiful silver, rosy, rosy. Then that ugly nickel. I am happy to dump nickels. Now, the next one I have is 2014, and I gotta show you guys 2014, bro. 2014, look at this toner. Oh yeah, you missed it, dude. I'll get them. I'll get them. I'll get the Circle of Life coins for you, bro. So look at the toning in that. I took that out of my Dansko album because I was afraid it would turn black eventually, or like, this is a really good level of toning here. So this, let me get rid of the butt ugly nickel here. Let's put in this beautifully toned dime instead. Let's do this, do proper justice to this. I don't know why I didn't think to do this before. So 2011, the 2011 nickel can go straight to hell and die. There we go. Dimes, 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 dimes. 2008. We're backing up a little bit now, y'all. Gotta go back, gotta go back. 2008. I'm gonna go at least back to the 2006 or 2005, I think was the last year. Actually, those are my Westward Journey nickels. Westward Journey nickels. So let's see, 2007. Let's see, 07, 06. 03, 02, 01, 95. We're going all the way, guys. I don't know why I did this. Why didn't I think of this months ago? Y'all inspired me, that's what it is. Because those nickels, they're worth about their face value as far as I'm concerned. Let's see here. Yep, there's an 06. So hang tight, fish, and I will show you the Circle of Life coins in just a moment. 06 nickel, bye-bye. 03. See, now I'm conflicted because now we're back to the good style. But I think just in the name of, in the interest of whatever, the nickels can go aside. I'll probably just put a page in with my presidential dollars and let those go in there. Let's see here, 01. So this will look a little bit different now. 01, 95. Oh, while I'm at it here, let me put back my little corrector card here. See here, 95 and 92. 95 is a kind of a key date for proofs, y'all. If you see a 95 proof set and you can get it under 25 bucks, pick it up. Oh, I got a mush. I didn't even think to mush my staples. Dag nabbit. Okay, fish. Here we come. Here we come, fish. Fish, you gotta send me more stickers. I need stickers for the front of this. I have Stormies on here. I kinda wish I'd kept a couple off of my ammo cans, but as an ammo can guy, you probably like that they are in my ammo cans. So let's turn to 04, and here we go. 04, 04, 04, Wisconsin. And then here are the two. You see it? You see that? That is the low leaf right above the cheese there. And then here is the high leaf. There's a good angle. You can see it. And these are both in an MS65. Oh, by the way, forgive me. I should probably, you know, here's what I paid for them. So they're about $115 to $120 coins. I paid $100 for them, so I did get a pretty good price for those. So there is the Circle of Life fish, as requested by the Bionic. I'm sorry, I shouldn't call you Bionic Fishy Fish. You're the fish. Just fish. Not just fish. I don't want to degrade the man, for crying out loud. So let me just stick these in here. If I can get them in. Is that going to block? Yeah, that's going to block the coin. That's not great. We'll just set those aside now. All right. So, fish, I only need 07, 06, and 07 to complete my statehood quarter slabs. So that's exciting. And I love this binder too. This one's fun. This is a fun one to look at. I love the flags on the coins. I just think these are really cool. I am a fan. Try not to knock things over here. My family's all slipping. All right. So, these nickels, like I said, I'm not too terribly worried about these things. I really don't even want to waste a page on them. 02, 03. Maybe these belong in a gaw. I can do an ugly nickel gaw. The Potter Stackers Ugly Nickel Gaw. 2011, 2015, 27, 92, 95, 01. There we go. So let's see here. 07, 08. Okay, so I'm not even going to put these in a binder. You know, and the thing is I love old nickels. I love the old nickels out of the old proof and mint sets because they all have fantastic color. You have that strong jawline on Jefferson. I mean, forget about it. And my camera does not do justice, but these are like they're like a Confederate blue, almost. The toning on them, and then when I go back to these are like a golden. This one's like that steely blue. You can kind of see the difference in color. These three kind of have that purple, like an indigo kind of a color. And these ones, like that one, it's just like straight up gold. I mean, that is gorgeous. They ruined the Jefferson nickel. And I gotta think that there's an ideology behind the change in design because he looks like a gay Quaker. I mean, seriously? Give me a break. That's a hideous, hideous coin. That's like, hey, we decided to put a serial killer on U.S. coinage. And we just put Thomas Jefferson's name next to it. Can't help but be suspicious. It's sus, bro. It's all very sus, as the kids say today. So, thus ends my live stream. I should see the best part of this watch. You don't even see it. Look at that. Look at the train wheel bridge just working. It's beautiful. So remember to post I will definitely post my email. Oh, I can't cover fish with stickers. So that's the end, y'all. Thanks for hanging with me. 100 minutes. It's time for bed. Hello, grace and peace.